Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, let's go ahead and change clothes. Because, you know, we don't want to look like merchants our entire lives. And we are Locke once again, trying to get out of South Figaro. We are under the rich man's house, so now we're going to figure out a few things here. Wait, I've seen her before. Of course, she's one of the Empire's generals. Okay. Now, believe it or not, we actually did see her in that whole Terra cutscene of her memories. She was standing next to the Emperor, so we know that. This is what happens to traitors! Okay. That's so nice. Here we go again. Product of genetic engineering, battle-hardened Magitech Knight, with a spirit as pure as snow. Somebody wanted me to do more 40s radio announcement with these guys. Everybody meet Celeste Cher. And I know a lot of people say Celis, I say Celeste. I think that sounds a little bit prettier to it. So the mighty Celeste has fallen. How can you serve those cowards? Hold your tongue! Isn't it true Kefka's going to poison the people of Doma to the east? Shut up! And that was the Haymaker. I'd hate to be in your shoes tomorrow. We're gonna take you shopping! No, I'm kidding. Keep a close eye on her. Yes, sir! I could go for days without sleep. Really? Let's put that to the test, shall we? And as we can see, Locke is in the rafters. And, of course, let's go in here. Yeah, days without sleep, huh? More like minutes. Now, you actually do get the choice. We are going to remove her chains. And you are? I'm with the Returners. Name's Locke. Returners? I used to be General Celeste. Now I'm just a common traitor. Yeah, that part's obvious. Let's go. You take me along. Thanks, but no thanks. I can barely walk. And? You make a great prisoner. I'm grateful, but even if you got me out, you'd never be able to protect me. No. I think I'm better off on my own. And here. I'll protect you. Wait, didn't you promise Terra? Oh man, he falls for ladies everywhere. Trust me, you'll be fine. Let's go. Wait. This soldier has something important on him. Okay, well, let's grab it, because obviously he ain't gonna feel it. So if you grab it, there's a clock key in his pocket. Let's go ahead and take it. I love it. Take it and stealing is wrong. To the thief. Oh, I'm sorry, treasure hunter. Oh, jeez. And some bread too. Sleep for days. Not, I can't sleep for days. He can sleep for days. And let's go ahead and use the save point here. So yeah, welcome everybody back to Final Fantasy VI. We now have a new party member in Celeste. So now we can at least escape South Figaro and be better off for it. You actually technically can leave without her. It's not advisable though, because you'll need her later on. But I do remember as a kid trying it out. I'm just like, well, she's probably going to get executed in the morning for being a traitor. and I don't really give a crap about the Empire as a kid, keep in mind. I'm like, screw you. And I actually did that, and I couldn't get past, past a later problem. And I'm like, oh crap, maybe she has something that can get me past it, and she does. So, that being said. So I hope everybody has had a good week thus far. For me, it's been just busy because I'm trying to catch up on reviews. If people caught the podcast last Saturday, I actually made a bit of a confession. I intentionally pushed out the Ratchet & Clank review because I wanted to match it a little bit closer to the movie. And now I'm kind of realizing that was a bad idea. I really should have just pumped it out, and I didn't. But, you know, past decisions, we can all say we should have done something sooner, but that's not the way it goes. So I'm actually hoping to have the Ratchet & Clank review up. It should be up by now. If not, it'll be up by the end of this week. While I work on the next review, which will be Star Fox Zero and Star Fox Guard. I'm actually going to try and mix them both together a little bit. They'll get their own individual reviews, but they... I don't know. Guard might get a quickie. I don't know how much actual content is to it, but they're both getting reviews. And then we can get into the May stuff, because May is going to be interesting with 2 major Team Fortress-esque shooters coming out in Battleborn and Overwatch. And people have already been asking if I'm going to be doing the Overwatch review early. Like, did I pre-order it so I got access to the beta? I'm still kind of bouncing some ideas here and there. I actually thought about doing Battleborn versus Overwatch and things like that, but I think what's going to happen is I'm gonna do Battleborn first because its release date is May 3rd. And then we'll focus on Overwatch, but there's also games in between. So at the very least, I can tell you, Overwatch's review will come out before or at its release. I can tell you that much, because I will have that early access. I also have bounced the idea of, like, I did pre-order for PC, and if I was able to make it work, I was going to try and do, like, a console, like, play on a console version, just to see how well it plays, to be able to answer that. I don't know whether or not I'll get footage for that, but we'll find out as things go along. So you guys can look forward to the Ratchet & Clank review in the next little bit. If you guys haven't seen it already, me and the Shadow Blazer actually finally got around to seeing the movie on its opening weekend, and we did do a review for it. So it's on Draken Shadow right now. You guys can look forward to that. Or, Geek News fans, again, you can go watch the bonus episode that was done by Romney, where him, Aldo Brinton, and Matt Billingsley, the YouTube channel Retneck, they all went and saw the movie at a early screening. So you can look forward to that too. You loving the plugging so far? I'm trying to think of some other business that I actually need to take care of at the moment. Keep in mind, I've heard you guys. I know you guys don't like me talking about the business in these parts, or the business portion. So I'll probably cut back on that a little bit. Like if there's any major updates, then I will bring those to your attention. But I'm probably going to come back on a lot of the business stuff, because there's no need to reference, you know, that the Let's Plays are going to happen, because the Let's Plays are going to happen, obviously. You're seeing this right here. It's coming out on Thursday, so that's a thing. There is one thing, however, I would like to bring to people's attention, and that is, so people might have caught the previous part where I did say that I had things going on Wednesday that I could not avoid, so I could not do the live stream. And I will probably do a live stream this week, but I'm actually debating the concept of not necessarily getting rid of them altogether, but I've noticed that there just hasn't been a whole lot of people that have come to the live streams live. I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but that's been one of those things that I've been debating. I have debated whether or not to change the time, make it a little bit later so people can make it. Things like that. And so if you guys want to leave a comment below, or leave a comment on my channel just giving kind of feedback on, you know, would you like to see more recommendations? Would you like to see more multiplayer games? I would appreciate it, because I want to be able to do live streaming with you guys, but I'm actually beginning to get worried that, like, you guys don't like the live streams, and therefore would like to put my efforts somewhere else. Like, maybe I can do a live stream-esque show, but it isn't live. It's recorded kind of like how Markiplier does it, you know, where you still got the camera, but at the same time, it's gameplay in that format. And I actually do have a couple of ideas in that regard that have been suggested. But it would also help me that, like, if that's what you guys want, then I can do it that way. So feel free to leave comments there. I would love to hear from you guys. I'm trying to think, is there anything... Yeah, there really isn't anything impeding me from doing a live stream next week. In fact, or this week, sorry. Yeah, I think it actually is gonna happen. Spoiler alert, I've actually recorded this a little bit early. So, just so that I don't have to worry about it later in the week. But yeah, I think it will happen. And I do have... Yeah, that's right. I do have a very unusual request. So we'll try that on. We'll try that out and see what you guys think. And obviously the podcast is going to be happening this Saturday. People are already asking about the summer plans. We'll go into them. I think we did a little bit last week. We did say that we swapped Warcraft for Ninja Turtles 2 because people really wanted it. So you guys can look forward to that. Why are you helping me? You remind me of someone. Really? Who? Terra? But what's it matter anyway? I just want to, okay? That's not really an answer. So yeah, we are technically out of South Figaro at this point. Now I will admit I did take a quick grinding break just to make sure that I was ready for what was about to happen. But obviously I don't do grinding live, so you guys were fine. Yeah, we did update that Ninja Turtles 2 was going to be that movie. We were going to get together for a group review on that. And I've gotten a little bit into the Gaming with Geeks. People are already asking about the E3 coverage. Yeah, that's going to happen in some way or form. I don't know if I'm going to do a live thing or anything like that, but it'll probably happen. And obviously we will get together for a Geek News episode on E3. That's happened the last couple of years. It's going to happen this year. And that's pretty much, I think, all the business that I actually have. I do have some other ideas, but I'd rather surprise you guys with that. Now, one suggestion that people have already made is, like, instead of talking the business stuff, to do a little bit more Q&A with it. I'm not against that, as long as you guys provide the questions. And we do get questions from time to time. So, really quick, let me go ahead and give a quick game update, and then we'll start getting into that. Because, thankfully, I have been able to play a few more games since editing and all that other fun stuff. Now that summer's kind of kicking in, I've got a little bit more time. And I was actually able to finally make my way through the rest of No More Heroes Desperate Struggle. I was able to kill... I think I was ranked 5 the last time I talked to you guys, and I've now... I was able to make my way through ranks 4, 3, 2, and 1 to finally beat the game. And I love the fact... I made, like, little notes here of the characters that I had to take down. So, rank 4 was Misa Misa. It was basically... If you've seen Death Note, because she really does look like Misa Misa, or Misa Amane, in that one particular episode where she's wearing that gothic maid outfit. Except she's wielding a big military-grade sniper rifle. She was actually a pain in the butt, but I finally got my way through her. Not in that way, Internet. Leave it alone. And made my way to rank 4. The third one was, at least as far as I was concerned, right out of Metal Gear, because it was Captain Vladimir. So basically a cosmonaut that had made his way back to Earth, and now he was an assassin in his spacesuit. That was a weird one, but it reminded me so much of the Fury. Oh, that was a mysterious noise. It reminded me so much of the Fury in Metal Gear Solid 3. Yeah, Snake Eater. And I love that one. And then also, I went through rank 2, who was Alice. I like to call her Spider Saber Girl because she basically had like this spider exoskeleton on her back that had lightsabers coming out of it. Because why not? Because why not? I've noticed that that's really No More Heroes' answer to a lot of this stuff. And finally, I also made my way through rank number 1, which was like I can't remember his first name. It was like the guy who runs Pizza Bat. So at that point, I had to fight him, and it was a weird, weird struggle where I first had to fight his desk, and then I had to fight him with basically him becoming the Incredible Hulk, and then he became the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Would not have seen that coming. But he fell like all the others. And I was able to make my way through No More Heroes Desperate Struggle and finally beat it. My final thoughts are, it's still as enjoyable as the first game. I would recommend it to anybody who's looking for a good Wii game that isn't, like, first party. In fact, it kind of makes me sad that the next Suda51 game, I believe, was Lollipop Chainsaw. So at that point, I don't know if he'll ever come back to No More Heroes. I don't even think he wanted to do 2. But it does make me interested to see what Suda51 comes up with in the future. So I like it. I can wholeheartedly recommend it to you guys. No More Heroes Desperate Struggle. I believe it is Wii only. But the first No More Heroes can be played on PS3. So you guys can try that out there. And we are almost out of the Figaro Cave and making our way to Narshe. We're almost there, people. Almost there. Almost there. And so that's one of the quick game updates I wanted to do. And let's actually go to a quick question that did get asked. This one I've been wanting to get to for a while. It was asked a couple of months, or not a couple of months, but like a month after the Xenoblade review hit. What is that noise? I know, Locke, what is that noise? It's interrupting me. Yay, recovery spring. And wait, what's going on? Huh? Something's coming out of the wall. Okay. I wish we could see it coming out of the wall. That would be awesome. So this is actually the obstacle I was talking about, is tunnel armor. Tunnel armor. Yes, I said that, Celeste. Thank you. I'll draw its magic attack. It's a tank and it has a magic attack. Well, a magic attack. It won't hurt us. Okay. Come again? Yeah, I'm with Locke. I don't get what you're talking about. I can simply absorb the attack with my runic blade. Yeah, this is a unique talent from Celeste. Are you sure you'll be okay? Just you watch. So yeah, this is actually Celeste's special ability, is that if you use runic, she actually will be kind of a lightning rod to spells, and they will hit her and heal her for a little bit, but not a whole lot. But it also leaves her vulnerable to physical attacks. So you kind of have to do this bounce between, because occasionally he can throw out a spell, and he's got the good spells at this point, and you could get hit by them, and hit hard. So it's one of those risks you have to take. But above all else, you can't lose her for tunnel armor. She has to be here so you can take him out. He doesn't have a whole lot of health, but he can nuke you until you get a little bit of health back, but not a whole lot. So yeah, back to the question really quick. So one of the people actually did ask it for like a check-in. Did I go and finish the remaining chapters of Xenoblade Chronicles X to give my opinion on that? No. I'm not there yet, but because I knew a lot of people wanted to know my opinion, I actually did go watch the remaining chapters. Because there are videos here and there of the cutscenes. And I hate to say this, but no. Whew, looks like we're in the clear. Yeah, I hate to say it, people. I really tried to give it a shot, but no, the story is still very weird. I gotta say at this point, that actually does, so let me cut out here really quick. This does end the Locke scenario, so the only one that's left is Sabin. And his is actually the longest scenario. So we'll go ahead and get into that in a second. But yeah, unfortunately, no. I still had problems with it, and unfortunately, the audio didn't get better for me. So if anything, I probably would have rated it a little lower. It's still an okay game, but there are a lot of problems to me on it. I still am planning on playing the Wii Xenoblade Chronicles. That's still going to happen. But X has made a lot of problems to me. What dire fate has befallen Sabin, who fell from the raft after the fight with Ultros? Oh, Ultros, I love you. So, at the very least, I would say Xenoblade Chronicles X is not my favorite Xeno game. There are other games in there. I can get that you appreciate it, and I get that you like it, but I'm just not there. So, nothing wrong with that. But I hope that answers your question. Oh, look at Shadow. You on a journey? I got separated from my brother. Say, can you tell me how to get to Narshe? I love it. He's got a Goku-esque personality. Imperial soldiers have built a base somewhere beyond the forest. Already? They seem to have their sights set on Doma Castle. So Doma's next, huh? I have to reach Narshe immediately. Your only hope is through Doma. I will show you the way. I thought we weren't supposed to trust you. Wait, that's Edgar. Just know that I may take off at any time, if I feel like it. Are you willing to welcome a partner? Obviously, he's a freaking ninja! The Reaper is always just a step behind me. Which is funny because I think he actually calls his dog Reaper. Because the Reaper is always just a step behind him. So yeah, you actually do get to work with Shadow for this little bit, and he's kind of your typical ninja. He has the throw ability. He's not like Edge, where he has magic. Sorry guys, if you were hoping for your Naruto-esque, Jutsu-esque ninja, no, that's not this guy. He's more the assassin type ninja. So yeah, that's... I hope I answered the Xenoblade question. I wasn't trying to be evasive or anything like that. Let's see, I'm trying to think of another question, or what was the other one that got reviewers going? Ah, you're not from these parts, huh? Well, no matter. So he actually does have, this guy actually does have some goods that you'll want if you're trying to make your way through this game. I actually do get people asking, like, do you do these walkthroughs to help people through the game? No, I really don't. I do them to get people to know the story. So I apologize if you're watching my LP and expecting, like, unique tips here and there. I do give them, but it's really not what this is for. I just love Final Fantasy, and I want to share it with people. So I love the fact that I do get that question here and there, and people do want tips. I'm just not the guy to ask. I know some of the tips on most of the games, but occasionally, like, my memory will escape me, and I have to go look it up. So, hey! I'm giving him the Master Roshi. You the clockmaker? I've been waiting for ages! Okay. No, I'm not the clockmaker. There it is, on the wall. Ain't been ticking for 1, 5, shucks, maybe even 10 years. Okay. I'm gonna leave now. Ouch! Ew, no child could be this mischievous. And yet you are? Child? Ain't no child around here. Boulder Dash! I'm ready for you to leave. Go on, Git. I'm tossing you out onto the veldt. Weird. I'd rather take a stick in the eye than deal with that guy again. Okay. This just got really, really weird. Let's go. Now's a good time to leave. So now as Sabin, we do have Shadow, and now we need to make our way back to Narshe. However, we're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place because we're not in the same route that we can take. We actually do need to go through this Doma area to get to Narshe. But it's okay, because Shadow can handle himself, right? Is that a dog? Yes, it was. This is one of those unusual things or unusual mechanics around Shadow, is that if he does get attacked, there is a chance, and it gets, I think, a little bit better as he gets weaker, or as he loses more HP, that his dog will come out and attack. And it can be the takedown, or it can be another attack. I can't remember its name off the top of my head, where he actually will get up and bite them. So that's just something to get used to with Shadow. And of course, we have to get used to all of the buggy blitzes. I will admit, in this version of Final Fantasy VI, the bugs concerning Schaven's blitzes are so bad. But unfortunately, we have actually run out of time this week. So we'll get into the blitzes another time. When we get back, we will continue on in Sabin's storyline and get him back to, or not back, but get him to Narshe.